Hello once again. So we're back again and we're still doing financial maths, and today we're going to be focusing on two things relating to a person's salary, what they get paid. So the first one is a basic salary and the next one is commission. So let me start by giving you definitions so that you understand what these two terms mean. So let me just write there. Let's just get the pen. Basic salary. So I'm going to give my definition for a basic salary. So a basic salary is a salary that a person gets that doesn't change. So this is the same salary that the person gets every month. Let me say the employee gets this every month. Okay, so it does not change. Maybe I should write that down. It stays the same every month. Okay, you might want to write that down as I'm talking, and because I'm going to erase all of this now. And so what is commission? Commission. I'm going to tell you what commission is. So commission is what the person gets over and above their salary. This is what the employee gets over and above their basic salary. Okay, their basic salary. Okay, so let's start over again. So there are two ways that a person can get paid. We won't deal with wages for now, but yeah, so a salary is something that a person gets at the end of the month. So after they have worked, they get a salary at the end of the month, and you would know that your parents get paid at the end of the month. Okay, so a basic salary is an amount of money that the person knows, or the employee or your parents know, that they're going to get at the end of the month. So every month they get paid the exact same amount, right? So it does not change, it stays the same. So January they get paid the same amount, February they get paid the same amount, March they get paid the same amount. Okay, and so commission is what an employee gets, let's put an S there, gets over and above their basic salary. So let's say your parents work in a sales company, and so basically they're selling. So the more they sell, the more money they get, and we're gonna see how that gets calculated here. So if they sell a lot of stuff, so they're gonna get paid based on what they've sold, right? And so we're gonna see how that affects. So the commission is something on top of the basic salary. Okay, basic salary doesn't change every month. You're always gonna get it same amount every month. Commission is what you get on top of your basic salary. So if you get paid 2,000 every month, commission is on top of the 2,000, always on top of the 2,000. So you're definitely gonna get the 2,000 every month, and then you're gonna get paid something on top of that every month, which is the commission, and it changes based on what you have sold. Okay, so now I'm going to erase this quickly so you can pause the video while you write that down. So let me just erase this. I need to increase my size of my eraser. Let's do this. Eraser size. Okay. All right, so I hope that makes sense. And you could ask your parents to help you with this as well if it doesn't make sense. Ask them what's basic and what's commission. Let me change the size again before I forget. Erase the size. Back to the pen. Okay. All right. So we have a question. It says a salesman earns a basic salary of 2,000 per month plus 4% commission on all his sales. How much would he have earned in June if he sold 3 vehicles at the value of 300,000 each plus one at 250,000? So I'm going to break it down for you. So there is a basic salary that doesn't change, right? So I'm going to write there basic salary and that is 2,000 rands. Okay, and then commission is something that we're gonna have to calculate. So they say he gets 4% on all. You see that? All. Okay, all his, let's just undo that, on all his sales. So what did he sell? He sold 3 times 300,000 vehicles, right? And then he also sold 250 vehicle. Okay, so he sold 3 times 300,000 vehicles, and then he sold 1 times 250,000 vehicle. So now we need to find out what is the total here. So if we take our calculators, we have to say, so again, you don't want to be guessing your answer, so take out your calculator or else you'll mess this up. Okay, so it's 3 times 300,000. That gives us 900,000 plus 250,000. And so we need to add these two values. 900,000 plus 250,000 is 115,000. No, 100 and no. Actually, it can be 100. Sorry, I said 900,000, so that's in the million. So that's 1,150,000. Okay, 1,150,000 Okay, and that will be in rands. So now this is the value of vehicles that this person has sold. So now we need to find out what is 4% of this here. So you take that value, multiply by 4 over 100. And so let's do that. 1,150,000, 1, 2, 3 zeros, multiply by 4 over 100. That gives us 46,000. Okay, so now this here that we've calculated is just the commission. That's it. That's what we've calculated. So let's read the question again. A salesman earns a basic salary of 2,000 per month plus, so that means he earns something plus something. So it's the basic plus the commission on all his sales. How much would he have earned in June if he sold 3 vehicles at the value of 300,000 each, plus one at 250,000? So we have found the commission, which is this here. So we're going to find out how much did this person get paid in June. So this is just the commission value, right? So now let us add his basic to it. The basic is 2,000, and so this person earned 48,000 in June. I'm gonna go through it again slowly so that it makes sense to you. Okay, so a salesman earns a basic salary of 2,000 rands per month plus 4% commission on all his sales. How much would he have earned in June if he sold 3 vehicles at the value of 300,000 each, plus one at 250,000? So we've got a lot of information here. So we've got basic salary, which is 2,000 rands. Write that down for yourself. And then we've got commission, which we need to calculate. It tells us that he sold 3 vehicles at 300,000, right? And then he sold 1 vehicle at 250,000. So that means we need to take the 300,000 and multiply by 3, just as we have done here. And then we need to take 1 and multiply by 250, just as we have done there. 300,000 times 3 is 900,000, and 1 times 250,000 is 250,000. And so when you add the 2, you end up with 1,150,000. 1,150,000. And so we were told that this person earns 4% of what he sold. 4% of all the sales that he has made. So what sales did he make? 3 of the 300,000 vehicles and 1 of the 250,000 vehicles. And so we are taking this total and we are multiplying it by 4%. Remember, we have been doing percentage all the time, and I said every time you see percentage, divide that by 100. Okay, and so you take that amount, multiply it by 4, divide by 100 because it's percentage, and it's going to give us a value. The value we got is this value here. So this person is getting a lot of commission, which is 46,000. But now do not forget, because the question was how much would he have earned in June? Do you see? So what he earns is the commission plus basic. Commission plus basic. So that's how this thing works. So you're not just going to give him commission and not give him basic, or you're not just going to give him basic and not give him commission. You're going to give him both, because that's what he worked for in that month. Commission plus basic. And so the total gives us 48,000 rands. Okay, I hope that's helpful. And then more videos following up. And then I'm going to be teaching you extra stuff. We're going to go into VAT, and we're going to go into exchange rates. And so you'll be fine when it comes to maths. Thanks.